Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beady broadcast. And today, on the 27th of October 2021, so if you are watching this later, then you are watching the recording. Now we are live on the 27th of October, 5 p.m. Amsterdam time, Central European time. So today, we are going to design together something new during this live session. I already see Marianska checking in. Hi, Marianska, welcome. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Tanya is here. Niti is here. Zuzi is here. Katy, Sarah is here also. And Katy says that she can hear me and see me, so then I am really happy. Sandra, Donna, Tanya, Katya. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Marianska. Marianska says she likes my necklace. It was one of my first embroidery pieces of which I was really proud of, and I'm still loving it, absolutely. And Lutska is here, and Kata is here, and Faye, and Honey. Wonderful. So, as you might know, last week we have visited, the beading school team visited the Czech Republic, the Crystal Valley, the area where our precious glass beads and crystals and even some of our metal components are made. We visited some factories and some distributing partners who help us to get to you the goodies. And we had some very precious sneak peeks also together with you last week during Coffee Time with Erika into how beads are made and beads were made. This picture, what I am showing you at the moment, it is a very precious color sample card that I took a picture of at the warehouse of one of our partners. And this is how in the past you could select the colors of beads that later went into production. And if you would like to know more about it, then I strongly recommend to look back at last week's Coffee Time with Erika, when I was talking to 𝐊𝐿�H�9, the force and CEO of All Beads Company. And of course, we did not come back empty-handed. We came back with many, many, many new beads, many new colors, even some new shapes. And today, let's see what we can make out of them. So today I have my stash of beads, some new ones, and also lots of oldies, what I already have for some time. I have them here behind me. And today, I would like to invite one of you on screen with me who can select the beads for me, and then I will do my best to come up with a new little design for you. So if you would like to select the beads, what I am going to use, then all you need to do is I will post a link in a comment, and then click on that link. That easy. And then you can join me in the broadcast. You will be seen and heard by your fellow beaders. Just a warning. So then you can help me selecting what I am going to play with. So I am posting now the link. And if you would like to join me, and if you would like to select the beads that I should play with, then click on the link and you can select my beads. In the meanwhile, I see Sharon And Zuzi is asking if my jacket is decorated with soutache. Indeed, it is inspired by traditional soutache decorations. And Antoinette is here, and Jennifer, and Daniela, and Manuela. Ginny is here. And yay! I have a volunteer. I have a volunteer here who is going to help me to select my beads for today. Hi, Nitti. Hi, Nitti. Welcome and thank you for volunteering. Say something, please. I need to unmute you. Okay, try now. I can't hear you. Okay, try it now, please. Say something. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, great.
Wonderful. How are you today?
Oh, a bit slow.
That's perfect for beading time.
Exactly.
Are the kitties with you somewhere?
I really can't hear you. I don't know what is going on.
So
very soft.
Okay, Zuzi says that she can hear you.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Are the kitties somewhere nearby?
No.
Okay. And is Vincent napping?
Also not. So it is amazing that I can sit in a room alone. It almost never happens.
Precious time. Precious time. So, what kind of beads would you like me to play with today?
How many can I choose?
Let's start with some kind of shaped beads. What do you think? I have here, from the new ones, I have here the storm duos. I have here the round drop duos. I have here mini gem duos, regular gem duos. Are you interested in something out of those?
I was thinking maybe a storm duo.
Okay.
You said mini gem duos?
Okay.
Exciting.
Okay. So I have here the storm duos. And do you have a specific color on your mind? Just tell me, like purple or green or orange or pink.
Lipstick red.
I don't have lipstick red from the storm duos.
Oh, storm duo. Oh, I was already thinking about the gem. Purples.
Purples. Okay. What do you think about alabaster pastel bordeaux? Do you like
That's
this?
beautiful. That's beautiful. I have it too.
Okay, then I will create with this. And would you like me to use regular gem duos or mini gem duos with it, maybe? Mini. Okay. Let's find them. As I was organizing for a 4-day last week, then actually you tell me something and I know where it is.
It's amazing. It's such a great feeling, isn't it?
That's why I dared to do the designing live thingy today again, because I don't have to look for 5 minutes for the beads. So, okay, I have. Okay, I will show you my mini gem duos. Okay, I don't have yet lots of colors. They are all the time out of stock, even at the big warehouse where we are ordering from. So they are pretty scarce, but some more are on their way. But at the moment, I have opaque turquoise green matted AB. Then I have, I don't know the name of it, but it's like bluish. By the way, these are your containers. These are the little boxes you gave me when you changed your bead storage system.
Yeah, indeed. And that is an iris matte something?
Yes, this is like metallic iris. This actually looks really good with the purple storm duos.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't search for for a new one or another one. I think it looks great.
Also, I have bronze, metallic bronze.
I think the previous one can stay.
Previous. Okay, now let's go with the previous ones. And this will be my first time playing with the mini gem duos, actually. So it's exciting. And do you want to choose for me some seed beads, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that.
You can always go with some size 11s. Okay.
I can see some kind of green, some kind of, that.
These ones? Or, okay,
some
just
avocado, I think I've seen, or something like that.
Oh yes, I have some Picasso avocado or something. I don't know the name of it. I think it's chartreuse, but it's like.
Oh yeah.
Is this the one you like?
Yes.
Okay. So I have the mini gem doors, I have the storm doors, I have the size 11 round beads. Okay.
I thought I would make it very easy for you.
Please. Just don't say use also ginkgo beads, okay? I have nothing against ginkgo beads. It's just not an easy shape.
I would never do that. I'm sorry. I did it once. I will not do it again.
Yeah, when we did this for the first time, then I was designing with ginkgos. Yeah.
I thought that maybe you could add some dark metallic bronze 15-ohs.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really was hoping for them.
There are so many colors in that you really need something to tone them down, or maybe just leave them up.
I think so too. I love the dark bronze seed beads because I think they make everything a bit more elegant, even if we use crazy colors like the chartreuse, Picasso, whatever.
Of course, with the purple, so it can go completely crazy without some metallic support.
Oh yeah. So I think I'm going to start designing now.
There is one more thing we are missing, and that is some extra bling. What do you think of getting some bicons?
Bicons, okay. 3mm?
3 or 4, it depends on what fits.
Yeah.
It just has to be very sparkly.
Do you have a specific color on your mind?
Not at this moment.
Sorry?
Simple. Not at this moment.
Okay. Then is it okay if I keep it on mind that I want to add some 3mm bicons? I put here several possible colors that I can use, and I choose a color as we go.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Thank you so much, Niti.
Thank you.
Excellent choices. Let's see what comes out of it. I'm really excited.
So curious to see.
Thank you so much, Niti.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So, here am I with my mini gem duos and with my storm duos, and then some size 15. and size 11 seed beads. And I will also add, as we go, I will also add some 3mm bicon beads as Niti chose for me. So let's see what comes out of it. I will try to make a cute little motif, as I am hoping for some earrings today. And I think that 2 storm duos and in between a mini gem duo, it would make a really lovely shape like a tulip. I like it this way. So let's see. By the way, if you are not familiar with these shapes, then both of these shapes, the storm duos and also the mini gem duos, they are Czech pressed glass beads, and they both have 2 holes. So that gives us many different possibilities. And this metallic mix, iris mix, that Knitted chose for me, it contains actually, okay, I will switch to another one because it contains actually different tones of the mini gem duos. And there are golden ones and there are purple ones. And I would like to have some accent between the storm duos and between the mini gem duos. So I would like to add one with a green tone. So for now, I have the storm duos and in between the little mini gem duo. The regular gem duo, it's actually one of my favorite shapes. So I'm really curious, how does it feel to play with the mini gem duos? And I think this is already the perfect time to add some 3mm bicon beads. And I saw that Kata also wants some more bling and Sharon also wants some more bling. So I chose the blingiest possible bicon bead, Preciosa bicon bead that I have on hand. So that will be the full aurum, crystal full aurum. It means that the crystal colored Preciosa bicon bead is covered fully with a layer of the aurum coating. Sometimes the bicon beads, sometimes also the beads and also the crystals, sometimes the beads themselves are colored, and sometimes the beads are of one particular color and then another color coating is applied on top of that base color. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And in the meanwhile, Maria joined us and Liv joined us and Lutka and some Facebook users where I don't see who you are. So unfortunately, I can't greet you personally, but I'm really happy that so many of us came together today. And I'm thinking that I will mirror this part. So I will add another mini gem duo. Let's see if it fits well. It might not work out. Nope. And somebody says, Cheryl is here. Okay, Facebook user is Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. And somebody says, good morning, but I don't see your name. Okay, so mirroring it is not that easy. I will instead add a picot over the mini gem duo. So let's try a combination of size 15, size 11, size 15. What do you think? I will leave it here and I try to adjust the lights because my bead mat is really dark. My face is yellow. It's not so ideal. Let's see what I can do. I have so many lamps here. A bit boiling up under the camera lamps, but let's see. Oh yes, and Niti indeed says maybe some seed beads in between the bicons could give the possibility to mirror later. Indeed. I think it already is pretty cute. I will try to mirror it in the other direction. But first I'm a bit reinforcing it, and I will actually add a Preciosa pendant at the bottom. It will hang. I will turn it like this. I will mirror it, and I will hang a little Preciosa crystal pendant here. What do you think? And I already have a specific color on my mind, one of my favorites. Do you have, by the way, a Preciosa crystal color that you like more than the others? I have one, and it's a pink tone, and luckily it comes in most of the shapes and sizes that I like using. So it's available in bicon beads, it's available as round faceted bead, it's available, as you can see, also as a crystal pendant. I'm a bit sad that it's not available as a cabochon, because I think that a pink sapphire Rivoli or Chaton would be gorgeous. What do you think? I'm sorry. Instead of my regular coffee, I'm having some tea today. And usually I have a favorite tea. It's an apple pie tea. And usually I put the mixture directly in the hot water, so I also eat the fruits that are in it, but it's not so ideal for a video. So I will skip drinking now. But yeah, okay, I like this. I like the pink sapphire pendant, and Sharon likes it, and Maria also. Oh, and Kata agrees with that that a pink sapphire cabochon would be lovely. I like the light rose ones, but this is just a bit different tone of pink. The light rose one is very sweet, and this is a little bit colder, the pink sapphire, I think. So instead of going for the very sweet effect, the pink sapphire is more elegant, I think. And Niti says, imagine having this little motif beaded next to each other, making it possible to bezel a 27mm cabochon with them. It would look like a spring garden around a lake. Niti, that would be beautiful. Wow. And that would really look like an Art Nouveau magic garden kind of thing, I would say. So I'm exiting now the size 11 seed bead, and I picked up some size 15s that Niti chose for me. I picked up this beautiful pink sapphire pendant, and then some more of the seed beads. And I'm beading one more time through the size 11. I'm going to repeat the thread pass. I want to have it strong and secure. By the way, do you ladies like using the little Preciosa pendant drops? They come in the boxes, and sometimes I see them popping up at the bottom of your earrings and even in some pendants. But I haven't used them much yet. I've used them occasionally, but now I'm really happy that I can showcase the pink sapphire a bit more. And to make this hanging part a little bit more elegant looking, what I did was, and what I'm doing is, that I repeat the thread path without beading through the size 11 seed bead. So after I exit at the top 3 of the size 15s, then I go directly into the other 3 size 15s, and this move pulled the size 15s at the top closer to each other, and the shape just became a little bit more elegant. And Ginny says, I love pink. However, I am careful where I put it. Sometimes it disappears if next to the skin. So a cab or Rivoli would be great. We should start a pink sapphire lobby, I think. And Susie says, anything flower nature inspired wins my heart every single time. Every time when I see a flowery beaded motif from you, Susie, then it just shines. You make them so beautifully. Also, the brooch that you designed recently, also with the storm duos, the Marietta, it came out very beautiful. And Faye says that she hasn't used the drops yet. Katja says that she loves them. And Cheryl says that this would already make a nice earring. I agree, actually. If you like little cuties, then this would be ideal. I am going to mirror it. So I will add actually some size 11s in the dark bronze color in between, because I don't want to have this part very much in focus. I want to keep the focus on the bicones, and here on this size 11 seed bead that is just at the tip of the gem duo. So I am now mirroring the motif, picking up size 11 storm duo, mini gem duo, storm duo, and another size 11. I need to be careful not to turn the mini gem duo in a way that the top bumps face the same side. And this is how it looks like at the moment. By the way, imagine this would also be a super nice bracelet, I think. I'm repeating the thread path to make sure that it's secure. When I'm building on top of a part of already existing part of a motif, then I always repeat the thread path of the last part, because if I started to add beads right away, then the tension could deform how the already beaded part looks like. So by repeating the thread pass before adding more, I make sure that the motif stays exactly how it is supposed to look like. Oh, and Ginny says, and also Tanya said, that it reminds them of a butterfly when turned sideways. So true! And we have a Facebook user from Oregon. Hi! And Wendy is here. And if your name shows up here as Facebook user, then what you can do is that you can click on the link in the description of the video and give permission to my broadcasting program to see your name, and then I can greet you by name. And hi, Britt Marie. Sharon says it's cute, and thank you so much for your kind words, Sharon. This is like designing live. It is just the second time that I'm doing it, and I'm very actually excited in a good way about it. But yeah, I am a bit like, oh my god, will it work out? But with like good vibes and many of you helping me with ideas and feedback. Britt Marie says maybe with the rhinestone, then it goes easy. And Sun is asking, I love this, will you be selling this pattern? Thank you so much, Sun. And I think this deserves a drawing and a tutorial. So let's see. And thank you, Cheryl. And I will grab some rhinestones. I think Britt Marie's idea is really, really good. So let's grab some rhinestones. This is my little rhinestone container. I have all kinds of colors here. And let's see what would work. I actually have some very precious last pieces of Jet AB in a gold setting. I think I have like 2 of these. So, and they are not manufactured anymore. And I think this would look really cute in the middle. But first, I will add the bicones. So, how did I add them? Okay, just beading through the outside hole of the storm duo, picking up a 3mm bicone bead, beading through the open hole of the mini gem duo, another 3mm bicone bead, storm duo, other hole of the storm duo, mini gem duo. And let's find out how can I attach the rhinestone. Rhinestones are so cool. They are always possible. When you have like close to each other some holes, then you can always, holes of beads, then you can always, in a distance of about like 4mm, which is usually easy to find on a spot like that on a design, then you can just attach a rhinestone on top of it. And Belinda, I can see your name now. Hi, Belinda, welcome. And Esther says that a pink motif would be nice too. I agree. Maybe an amethyst opal would also look cool. What do you think? And yeah, unfortunately, for now, all the AB colors are discontinued. I'm also really sad about it. Actually, one of the things what we were looking into when we were visiting the Czech Republic and the factories last week is like, how would we be able to get some AB colored Preciosas? So let's see what happens on that line. And Wendy says, I think it is very helpful for us to see designs evolve and problems get solved and different things be tried. It puts tools in our brains for when we need them. Wendy, that's perfectly said, I think, and I'm really glad that you find this helpful in your own beading journey. So I am now exiting the mini gem duo. I picked up the rhinestone and I'm trying to force my needle through the mini gem duo on the other side. It could easily turn in a way that I am showing you how to break a shaped bead that you don't expect to break because it looks sturdy and big. So this was a bit tricky, but luckily I did not break the bead. And now I also attached the second hole of the rhinestone. So this is how it looks like for now. And now I'm turning up through the open hole of the storm duo. I bead it through the bicone, and now I pick up around 15, around 11, and another around 15. And then I finish the top of this little motif with these 3 seed beads. And I think this could be easily, if you like big earrings like I do, then this could be easily continued in a way that you keep repeating the motif. Now you would need to add the same part over again, so you could even make like a really long statement earring, or you could add a bezel, the peyote bezeled rivoli, or what I also really like to do, and I really like to see it in your work, when you find different motifs that use the same types of beads, same shapes of beads, and then you connect them to each other, making them into a statement piece. So just this week, Erika from Hungary, Erika Vasas, she combined 2 different motifs. She beaded everything in white and then put them together into a statement earring, and I think that was really cute. And Marianska is asking if rivolis and bicons are discontinued with the AB. Bicons are staying with us, but rivolis, no, unfortunately, AB rivolis and AB chatons are going away for now. And Ginny is asking if there is a way to cover the threads on the outside of the storm duos. Actually, if you picked up some size 15 seed beads, then it would be easy to cover them. You could even like connect the outside. I think I will actually do that. That's a super good idea. Thank you so much. So I am now exiting the top hole of the storm duo, and I pick up 3, or let's say 4 round 15 seed beads. I bead through the size 11 in between the 2 storm duos, and then again, this is so fun, co-creating this little earring. And I think that was a really good idea from Ginny. It looks much more finished this way. So that was easy, right? And now I'm back at the top, but already I have size 15s all around. So, oh my God, ladies, like Niti chose the beads, then Brit Marie suggested a rhinestone in the middle. Ginny suggested some size 15s. That's so nice creating it together. Zuzi says bezeled Rivoli on top would be my choice of finish. Marians can eat some mini gem duos. They are coming soon to the shop. We don't have them online yet. We were waiting for some more colors. So they will come. And now, as I wanted to make little earrings out of this, I would also like to ask you, do you maybe want to help me selecting an earring component for the shape? I have some good news that the luxury component box that you loved so much sometime in the spring, it was sometime in the spring when we had this for the first time, this is available again. So it comes, I think there are 21 different shapes. I will check the description, but yeah, indeed, it's full of luxurious components with cubic zirconia and with super nice quality metal components. So let's see what's inside, and let's select the earring component to go with my little earring. So let's see what's inside. Zuzi says, oh my gosh, the golden crystal heaven in the box. Indeed, that's the one. That's the one. So I have a pair of these little leaf ear studs. And I think this would actually not be a bad choice. And Dev says that was a great box. Well, I also loved working with it, so that's why we decided that we should bring it back. So this is one option. Then let's see. There are different components in it, not just ear studs. There are also some new ones. So these are some little connectors with cubic zirconia. So I could make it actually a bit longer, but I don't think that with this particular design, the connectors would go well. So I will put this aside for something else. Tanya says that in her opinion, the leaf is a bit too big. I agree. The motif goes well with this flowery shape, but it is indeed a bit too big. Or if I don't find something what is a bit cuter, then I will add a bezeled Rivoli, and then I think I can use the leaves. Then I have these ear wires with a 7mm cubic zirconia. They are pretty versatile, but again, a bit on the big side. And Kathy says, since it looks like a butterfly, I would go for a motif coming out of nature, like a flower or leaf. And Kathy, I really like your idea. Kata says this would fit. Which one did you like, dear Kata? Sorry, I am just noticing your comment. Okay, there are also this nugget-shaped zircon earrings in it, but this is definitely not for the butterfly motif. This is more like with something geometric. Then we have the little hearts. And Brit Marie says maybe a flower connector and an earring component. And what just caught my eye is not flower, but the dragonfly connectors in the box. What do you think about this? I think the size would work well, and it echoes the motif, that it is kind of repeating the motif itself and strengthening this butterfly shape. And Kata says, I would not pick a cubic stone. It is too many different colors with the rhinestone on the drop. Let's see. There are also some which don't have a cubic zirconia in it, so there are different choices. There is, I will put aside this so you can see them better. I have the Voluta one, and I will leave here only the ones which we were thinking that they would work well. So I have here also the Volutas, leaves, Volutas. I have the dragonfly connectors. And there are also the little hearts. What do you think about this? Niti is mentioning the tiny heart connectors. I will check if I still have them. And I leave here the little hearts for now, for you to see if it works in your opinion or not. Let me know. And I'm looking for the little heart connectors. I have them. Oh, I have them in crystal. Or no, this is not the one you meant, right? This was the one you meant. It looks a bit blue on the camera, but it's actually purple, and it looks good with the color looks good with the Storm Duos. Wendy says that the scale of the dragonfly is good. Sharon says that something more simple to not take away from the design itself. Tanya doesn't like the hearts. I'm also not so sure about them. Let's put them aside. Marianska likes the hearts. Tanya doesn't. Niti likes. Then a Facebook friend says, what about dragonfly, purse, bezel, rivoli, chaton, and the leaf? And it's actually in a golden tone. Everything is in golden tone, not in silver. So it's just the camera acting a bit weird. Then I also have, I don't have pink crystals. I also have these simple ones with just a dot of cubic zirconia. I will leave them here. I have also in the box in these rhombus shaped ones. These are more for geometric designs. They looked really good with the attitude earrings, what we beaded earlier this year, but definitely not for this one. Then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different clasps. If I would make a bracelet, then that would work. Oh, Niti, you were asking for this. I remember these components, so they are included again in the box. Then I have some very fancy earrings, but I think they would distract. They would take the focus away from the motif itself. Or do you like it? What do you think? Because sometimes there are some surprises that it works better than how we imagine. I have some snowflakes. I have this bow tie shaped too. And Tanya says, the leaves were the best coif form, but too big for the motif. So bezeling a chaton and then adding the leaf. And I like that idea, Tanya. I really like that idea. Not the bow tie, but like all shapes, they fit with something else. This was real. I used this shape with the Electrica motif that we beaded during a Friday session. And that worked super cute together. And one more, but this is also a big one. Just a sec. I used this, I already had it in the past, and I used it with the Margaret motif. It's too much for this, but it worked well with that one. So leaf or voluta, thanks Kata, with a bezeled Rivoli chaton in between. Lots of you say that you would like me to bezel a chaton for it. And I am hesitating between two options, adding the dragonfly and then the voluta earring. And that would make it easy. I don't need to bezel a crystal. Or adding a bezeled peyote and the leaf. So those are, I think, the two options that I'm settling with. And I will actually put up a little poll in the club so you can vote how should I finish the earring. Tanya is suggesting a simple dot but dark desaturated blue. Unfortunately, I don't have with blue crystals. I have it only, that would be a great idea. But I don't have it with a dark blue crystal. So I will put up the poll and I will finish the earring according to what you choose. So there will be two options. And oh, Belinda says adding a bead. Yeah, I would just need to, yeah, it would be possible to find a way so it does not turn anymore. And Cheryl says you need an ocean box with the components. Indeed. So, and Kirsten says, love your piece, it's so cute. By the way, this weekend I also, and thank you so much, ladies, for all these suggestions. There are so many options to finish this, and it's great that I could lessen the options for like two possibilities, and then we will decide together. There are so many possibilities to use these components. So on first sight, I was just opening this now. I got it from the Beading School Treasury just yesterday. So it was great that you gave me some help with choosing. And let's see how the finished piece will look like. And if you would also like to play with these pretty options, then in the meanwhile, we just started another special deal for you. And this week, until next week, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central European time, you can restock on your metal components, including these very pretty ones with the cubic zirconia. And we are also adding some new shapes, and we restocked some old favorites. So until next week, all the metal components will be 12% off, and the whole little box that I was showing you, full of the components that you have just seen, it will also be available for a super good price. Only 20 of those available. So be careful of not hesitating for too long. And I already have, and wishing you lots of fun selecting. I also had lots of fun selecting the components here with you. And I also have a new motif for you that I finished on Saturday, actually during the lunch break Zoom room of the Beading School Academy. And I will take a picture afterward and put up the invitation. This is the new motif for Fridays. No one has to bead alone. And I am really looking forward to spend time with you on Friday. You will need, by the way, an 8mm cabochon, some super duo beads, half tilla beads, and then Miyuki seed beads, size 15 and size 11 for the round-shaped ones, and then size 11 Delica beads for the rest. So thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope you enjoyed designing together. I am very, very happy with this cute little motif, and wishing you a nice rest of the day, and see you on Friday so no one has to bead alone. Bye-bye.